Hello, everyone. Welcome to this next episode of the Masculine Feminine Balance. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. As you can see, we have a friend. My cat has insisted on sitting in my lap at this time. So, Jinx will be joining us for this reading. Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. I hope this message finds you well. In this episode, we are going to go back to speaking to just the masculine this time. And then in the next episode, we're going to be speaking, well, not to, but of or from the masculine. And then in the next episode, we're going to speak from the feminine. And specifically, what I want to do here, now that I have cat fur all over me, sorry guys, but what we're going to do here in this episode is specifically, and the next episode, but specifically, we're going to look at what the masculine wants to tell you right now. So what messages the masculine has for you, and that's what we're going to do for the feminine in the next episode. But this is pretty specific because in terms of these energies, we were looking at what you could do to heal or what you needed to know about your masculine and your feminine side. This time, we're speaking directly from the masculine in this episode. In the next episode, we're going to speak directly from the feminine. They want to speak to you directly. So what messages they have for you. Now, keep in mind, you guys, that this is meant to be a reading in terms of your own internal masculine energy. And the same goes for the feminine in the next episode. But of course, you could find ways, or there could be ways that this would resonate for someone that is external to you, or someone that you're connecting to in the external. Specifically, this time, I'm being guided to advise or remind you guys that this could even resonate with friends or family around you. And actually, yes, at this point, I think it's best, especially with how far along we are in this journey, especially if you've been keeping up with the episodes here, if you've been keeping up with the series, as far along as we are in the journey, I think it's actually really important, or maybe even wise, to start to recognize these energies or how this is playing out in the people around you, okay? Just take that with a grain of salt, I'm hearing, or put a pin in that, some extra ways of looking at this. But ultimately, this is meant to look at what's going on with you internally, okay? Excellent. We're going to get started with the Energy Oracle deck. And I'm going to give this 5 shuffles here, and we're going to see exactly what your masculine energy, your internal masculine energy, wants to say to you, what the messages he has for you are at this time. Here we go. 5 shuffles. 1. 2. See, it's raining outside. You can probably hear the rain, but this is probably why she wants to sit in my lap, because it's raining. This is 3. All right. Messages from your masculine. What does your internal masculine want to say to you at this time? What messages does he have for you at this time? This is 4. And this is 5. What messages does your internal masculine have for you at this time? Of course, it falls on the floor, and Jinx is in my lap, and she's not going to like it, but hold on. Okay. Ooh. Stay there, Jinx. You silly cat. All right, the first card we have here for you is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, no, now she's going to sit in my table and be in the way. That's fine. All right, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And I do want to say, I feel like this card, for the most part, has come out in reverse, even though I'm showing it to you here upright. And I'll keep it upright. But really what's important here, you guys, is that I explain to you that this energy feels like it is reversed. So your inner masculine energy really wants you to come through for yourself and speak authentically, is what I'm hearing. It is time for you to start stepping up and mastering the art of telling your story, but telling it accurately. And you tell it accurately by being as truthful, as honest, as authentic to yourself as you possibly can. Now is the time for that. I feel like in terms of our masculine energies, or the collective masculine energies, what I'm feeling here is that you're ready, or he is ready to speak from a much more authentic place. I have an analogy for you, although it may not just be an analogy, but again, take it as it resonates. Again, this is a general reading, but the energy that I'm feeling here is very much of like coming out of the closet. And specifically, this is what I'm getting from this is like, not just specifically, Spirit wants me to say, and I'm having trouble saying this, but it's very much akin to being part of the LGBTQI community. I don't know, there's more added to that now, but it's very, the energy that I'm getting, or at least the reference that I'm getting, is very much akin to the LGBTQ community in terms of coming out of the closet in that way, because there is so much shame, so much hate, so much misunderstanding, blah, 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 surrounding that type of situation. Now, you may not necessarily be coming out of the closet in that sense. If you are, congratulations. But it's that type of struggle. And it's the feelings of persecution that often come with that, and what kind of keeps people hidden and keeps people from wanting to come out of the closet in that way. That's the symbology here. That's the symbolism here, okay? It obviously doesn't have to be that, but there is very much an energy of feeling like, I'm hearing you're accused of something, or you're going to be accused of something, or there is some sort of shame, some sort of guilt surrounding the truth of who you are, or speaking authentically, okay? Authenticity is really important here. And I feel like we as a Jinx, she almost knocked my deck of cards off the floor, on the floor, while sitting here cleaning herself. But there's very much an energy of the collective in terms of the masculine energy saying that we have come very, very far. And now it's time to really, truly, authentically express ourselves, okay? The true meaning behind this, or the true meaning behind yourself, or the true meaning, there's also a level of the true meaning of what it is you've been going through, or what it is you represent as a being, as a soul, as an individual incarnated into this lifetime. Now, if you've been following me for years, I have been reading cards here on YouTube for quite a few years, about 4 years now. When I started reading for the Twin Flame Collective. I don't read for the Twin Flame Collective any longer, and you don't have to resonate with the Twin Flame Collective or the Twin Flame Journey in order to resonate with these readings. But also what I'm being taken back to is back in the day when I was reading for the Twin Flame Collective, a lot of the message for the masculine was needing to be more authentic and needing to serve himself in better ways of not just giving away his power to somebody else or to other people who are just trying to take from him, just trying to steal from him, just want certain things from him that don't resonate with the core of his being. And that's a part of this energy here, okay? Taking your power back. Absolutely. Anything else that the masculine wants to say at this moment from this deck here? Yes. Last card. Yeah. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, overall energy, you do have financial constraints, which to me is very much a Five of Pentacles energy from the traditional tarot. Now, this could resonate for you in terms of your business and finances, needing to find a better job that is way more authentic to you. But this also could represent, this doesn't have to be work related. Now, I do feel like some of you here are experiencing some sort of financial constraints because of this lack of authenticity. And with that, the last card that has come out here from this deck is All Tied Up. Oh, right here, All Tied Up, which to me, in terms of like, say, the traditional tarot, this would be the Eight of Swords. Now, some of you, I feel like some of you are experiencing some sort of financial constraints, but it's not necessarily to do with work. It's because of a lack of authenticity. You're blocking yourself. You're all tied up from your own, keeping yourself away from a level of abundance here because of your lack of authenticity, because of this need to speak up or speak from a more authentic place. Now, others of you are, if you're experiencing a need to change jobs, you're needing to change jobs or the way you work in life. I'm also hearing the way you work with the collective, if that resonates with you, like say your mission work, it needs to be something that's more aligned to your sense of authenticity, to who it is you truly are as an individual. Now is the time for you to get yourself out of the cold. This financial constraints energy is very much akin to the Five of Pentacles, which also feels is an energy of like keeping yourself out in the cold, leaving yourself out in the cold, or being put out or left out in the cold. You need to bring yourself back inside to the warmth and happiness and love of the universe. The universe wants you to do what is authentic to you, and if that means changing the way that you connect with the collective in terms of your mission work, or changing what it is you just do for your work and for job and for money, you're allowed to do it from a more authentic place. Now is the time for you to allow yourself to take advantage of this opportunity and these energies that we're in currently within the collective, astrologically and all that, and give yourself the freedom to choose a job that's right for you, or choose a line of work that's more authentic to you. Now is that time. You're ready for that, okay? No longer leaving yourself out in the cold. Do the work that you want to do. Not what everyone else has tried to make you do, not what everyone else has influenced you to do, not what everyone else thinks you should do even. Do what is right for you. Be more authentic. Give yourself the opportunity, the right to choose a career path that resonates with you, that actually makes you happy. Yeah? Let's get into some tarot around this. Yes? 5 shuffles here. 1. 2. 3. Some clarification from the tarot here, please, Spirit, from the masculine. 4. And 5. All right. Let me make one small adjustment here. Okay. Okie dokie. Look at this. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Swords. It's time to put this situation to rest. I am actually getting very strongly that somebody here is needing a career path change, is in need of a change in career, is in need to get out of a job that is really stabbing them in the back over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? Clarity, please, Spirit. It's time for yourself to be free. We have the 6 of Cups here. The first thing that I'm thinking of with the 6 of Cups is what truly makes you happy. The 6 of Cups is about soulmates, yes. Is about the past, yes. So this could be, quite frankly, this could be something from your childhood, or something that you dreamt of in the past that you were really passionate about, that you wanted to pursue, but you didn't allow yourself to for some reason, whether that be for practical reasons, money, whatever reason, okay? But also, the 6 of Cups for me as a reader represents reciprocity on an emotional level. Emotional reciprocity. So what would truly make you happy? What would fill your soul? What would fill you with light? Ooh, take all of these, they're saying. Okay. Okay. This absolutely does have something to do with work. We do have the 8 of Pentacles here. We also have the Hierophant. And then we have 3 more cards that I'm going to look at and group together. Some of you may be wanting to go into business for yourselves. Entrepreneurship. Okay, the next stack that we have here are the Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the 3 of Pentacles. The Emperor, this is the masculine right here. So this would be your inner masculine. This would be your inner sense of authority. But then you have the Hierophant with the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. And what I feel like here is, in some cases, the 6 of Cups does actually represent the past. So it could be the past in terms of the work you've been in, or what you've been working towards, how you've been doing your thing, how you've been getting the job done, how you've been going about your life. 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, okay? And the Hierophant. So the 6 of Cups could absolutely represent the past here in terms of what you've just been doing or how you've been moving forward with things all along. Okay? And the Hierophant here feels like it's telling you who it is you're supposed to be, what it is you're supposed to be doing. But the now is the time for you to allow yourself to take your power back, the Emperor, connect with your inner child even, the Page of Cups, or at least connect with what it is you truly dream of and start working on that. Three of Pentacles. The message here that the masculine really wants to send to you or to us or whatever at this time is it's time for you to allow yourself to have the sense of authority to go after what it is you truly want to be going after. No longer allowing this, okay, I didn't want to say it this way because it kind of sounded a little disrespectful, but the masculine is saying to me, no, say it exactly how it is I said it to you. No longer allowing this joker to tell you what it is you need to do or who it is you need to be. Okay? This joker in the Hierophant could be a specific person, could be society, could be societal conditioning, could be a method of thinking, a belief system. It could be religion. It could be a certain institution. Case in point here, and maybe this is actually something that someone is going through, or it's just an analogy. But indoctrination. Maybe let's say somebody that works in the medical field, Western medicine, that no longer wants to play by Western medicine's rules. Now, we're not saying this in terms of going rogue and potentially putting people's lives at risk. No. But it is going rogue in terms of saying, I want to expand my knowledge. I want to bring more knowledge to people. I want to bring more information to people. I don't just want to be at the mercy of the pharmaceutical companies that have their pockets and hands in everybody's pockets. Like, I want to bring more natural medicine to people. There are certain situations in which, you know, a doctor could be ostracized from the community because they want to go rogue and perform more natural medicine, bring more of that awareness, that knowledge to their patients instead of just cramming pills down people's throats or giving, running with the dogma or the indoctrination that the system works on. Something like that. No longer allowing this joker in the Hierophant. That's specifically how the masculine said it, so that's how I'm going to relay the message. No longer allowing this joker to tell you who to be, what to do, or how to go about your business, or even how to go about your life. Break free from that. Take your power and authority back and do what it is you truly dream of. Do what it is you truly love. Work on what it is you really want to work on. Work through the process or in the process that actually is way more authentic to you. Yes? It is time to unrelease yourself, no longer being all tied up, and to express yourself in a way that is more authentic to you. Okay? Hold on just a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. There was some noise going on in the background. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't interfering with our message here. The overall energy at the bottom of our tarot deck is the Six of Wands. Victory. This victory is yours, however, because you are doing what's right for you. Victory will be yours should you choose to accept this challenge, and it is a challenge. Especially in today's climate or whatnot, whatever. It is a challenge to be authentically you in a world full of followers, in a world full of people that just listen to all the institutions, blindly follow the institutions instead of choosing the best way for themselves, being the authority of their own lives. Let's get you some closing oracle guidance. And from that, I'm going to use the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Yes? Excellent. Here we go. 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, closing oracle guidance from the masculine. Beautiful. Card number 1, Earth Magic. Now, the number 1 is a very masculine energy. It is the individual. It is the initial. It is the force that moves forward. It's an active force. Very nice. Represents Aries is the first of the zodiac. Aries is represented by the Emperor. There you go. You could be an Aries. Here we go. Key concepts are being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are part of the earth and she is part of you. Earth magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begin below the surface of consciousness until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be still for a moment. Quiet your thoughts and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect to this divine intelligence with the power to create the perfect form from the essence of a tiny spark of life. Indeed, this is miraculous. This message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious, divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down, take in the beauty of your life now, and trust that what you are intending is being nourished and is growing. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and weed it. The great magic is germinating underground, working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could imagine. Let it. There you have it, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in and joining us here for the Masculine Feminine Balance. I love you all so very much, and I hope that this message, this reading was helpful for you. In the next episode, we will be looking at what the feminine has to say for you, what she wants to say to you at this time. Take care. Bye.